had this earlier, but that was before I was smoking and drinking.
That's the best.
Okay. Oh. Oh. Oh, there we go. It's easier than you would have thought.
It's way easier.
Going through for the whole thing, but actually, as I did, it's like, oh, say, can you see? But hey, I practiced this with a friend of mine who's got a recording studio.
Yeah.
And so, and so he owes me lots of, things like this every once in a while. I tune his pianos, but we're long time friends and everything. And so I said, Dave, I want to make a CD. I already got the gig. Mm-hmm. I already did the audition and all that. And then I got to thinking, this could be fun to do again somewhere else at some time. And if I had a CD as instead of going to an audition or at least saying, listen, hey, here's a CD, if you'd like to hear me in person, I'd be happy to audition. You got, it could be stadiums, football games, mm-hmm. things like that. Kick in the head fun sort of stuff. Sure. It cost me $40, I had to buy a ticket for my son and lunch, and lunch or dinner.
Yeah, they don't give that away at the ballpark.
A couple of beers by Fermel, and all
yeah,
that,
those beers are what, $5 a piece now?
But man, what an experience! It's just wonderful. Was never on the bucket list, I've smoked a doobie with the Doobie Brothers and the other things that have gone on in my life, but it was just like, what? It just came up so quick and all that. So anyway, of course I was a cappella, but then I got to thinking about playing it on the guitar, and so I went through it a few times just today.
I like how you added depth to it, because you added another note.
What's that?
You added another note instead of just keep it the plain melody with nothing else. You added accompany.
Oh, I didn't accompany myself at all on the guitar. No, just straight. It was just a cappella.
Oh, okay.
Right, no.
No, when you sang it, but when you played it earlier.
Oh, yeah, right.
Yeah.
And I just, somehow my fingers just know where to go most of the time, And I thought, wow, that's actually pretty easy. I should have thought about it. If I would have practiced this for a couple of days,
oh, no.
I would have it down pretty good. And I just... I wish it.
Yeah, that last. When you sang it there at the ballpark, did they say play ball right afterwards and all that?
I had the microphone. And no, I didn't say that.
Play ball. I would have. Hand me that microphone.
But there was just a round of applause all over the place, man.
Right.
The ball players in the team, I had to walk by the dugout to get out of there. And, hey, man, great job. Shaking hands with everybody,
And smack you on the ass and say good game, huh?
Oh, man, it was something, But I wish I would have thought about, because, I just went through this today. I pretty near got it You know, pretty near got it for doing just an instrumental 2-string thing. Like,
I like what you're doing with it. That's really cool.
and this is the thing I told you about.
Yes, you. The first night I come over here, you taught me that. I'm still. It's
exactly.
It's woodshedded.
You know. And so it's like you just have to know what key you're in, you know, and after practicing for a while, you know where all the dots and spaces and things are, but it's still the same thing, you know, and you know it's like it's a pair, you know, when you know what an A 7th chord is, right? I mean,
I know what it is.
I mean, like you see it in the chord book, and you see the fingering for it, you know. So if you're going to play a basic, you know, beginning guitar chord book, A7 chord, that's it. Okay, so but this note and that note are, and if you pinch them together at the same time, all right now.
Oh, I do that a lot of my.
Well, yes, exactly. You know, and so you can go up to scale, and I mean. And this is something my friend Joe got. Once he taught me this, man, my guitar playing just went
through the roof.
You know, and this, I mean, I offered this to people, but you know, and listen to this is, you know, the thing I like about like Gunsmoke, the music on Gunsmoke on these old westerns.
Do you just sit back here and jam to old westerns?
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
You know, and when you pick up ideas and you Spanish stuff and all kinds of things, you know.
I got into Spanish music because of Richie Valens. That was really all. I loved it before that, though. I just loved music. Should have been Bolero, Mr. Leonard.
I can keep this going for
Ever.
ever.
Half and ever.
Yeah, well, I mean, I don't get tired of it, you know. I mean, it's like it's a regular.
It feels cool once your fingers get used to it. It does feel cool.
This is like these 2-string things. It's like when you listen to stuff on the TV, you know, and doing these little and it's just the same. I'm saying, man, that's what I'm playing all the same time, and it sounds good on, you know, that, you know, just like.
Right, it sounds a lot fuller the other way. The way you're doing it. Previous.
And I learned this back in the 70s, and I used to flat pick this. It's all I knew was I could do it pretty good too.
Once you know where the strings are at, huh?
With a flat pick, that's all it did, you know. But and I never knew anything more than they got the music, and then it's quite a long piece. It's called Malaguena, and so I mean everybody.
Molly what?
Malaguena.
Oh, I have heard that.
Right, and so I mean you can see they'd listen to people that could say they did Malaguena on this record and things like that. I've made up my own, and mine is by far and away better than any other stuff you hear. I mean, it just is. Hey, you know,
hands down.
It's not that theirs is bad. It's just like I'm doing more things, because what I learned was.
Yeah, it's cool when you're doing the different alternating bass stuff with the melody line up on the high.
And so it goes, and I go, that's my own instead of. What I learned was, what I did, and then, just making this. This is my starts becoming my own versions of it. But I'm just taking I'll do parts of it, and then it goes.
Never thought about sitting around watching old westerns and play music. I do with TV a lot, though. I definitely do with soccer. Like when the ball gets kicked up and it goes clear across the field, that's a nice bendy time, and then when it heads down, it's a scramble.
And then playing with two notes. You know, and so just playing around with it, and I've just made up stuff and just you start playing and smoking and playing and doing things. I've done that on stage, you know, but it's just a lot of repetition with something people like to hear over and over again. It's kind of like that, you know, Irish music, you know, a jig or a reel. You just keep playing the same thing over and over, but it's just one. You
throw in all kinds of alternating stuff to keep you interested, but sure.
It's right, you know. But it's a very short, you know. This is only a small part of it. This is like a musical or something like that. You know, Molly Gwain is a lot more than this one little, and this is just like a small percent of of what's going on with it. And I do have the music and all that, but still. You know, it's people. And then the roll, you know.
Then the roll. Bring that thunder in the clouds. Sure. Now you banging on. I love it. I've always noticed this. You do a weird pull up to pull off thing. I like that. It's not how I do it, but I like how you do it.
Well, I don't know quite what you mean, though. I mean, when you say pull up to pull off, or
yeah, because like my finger just comes off, and yours seems to go up and off.
Oh, I guess I'm flipping them. I'm picking with them. That's what. If that's what you mean, because they're definitely going up.
Right. Yeah. I need to practice that a little bit. I see that. That could improve my game a little bit.
Yeah, you know, it started years and years and years and years ago, and I worked on it, and it's just a style that I had consciously work on, and sometimes, you know, but there's a balance too, because like any little technique and instrumentation, or however you want to, or orchestration, you don't want to have too much of everything. You know, and I just constantly work on delivery, I guess is the way I would, you know, put it. You know, it's like to deliver something, and so I mean, the way I feel it, things should be broke up as much as possible.
Let it breathe, perhaps.
Yeah, you know, and
yeah, I can tell when it's too crowded in a musical piece. You can tell.
Yeah, you know, and so I don't want to do too much flash at any one time. You know, I mean, a little bit and
Save
things.
some sizzle for later.
Yeah, but it's just like it's got to be a bit ordinary or a little bit above ordinary, and then you know, like flash it for a little bit. You know, but not too much flash because after that it becomes boring. No, I mean, this is the thing that people, to my viewpoint, musicians and particularly, you know, I mean, I shouldn't say jazz musicians, but long, boring rides and things like that don't go nowhere and don't mean anything. Like there's no inspiration to them.
No.
You know, and sometimes there is. So I've seen some pretty good ones.
Yeah, and the lyrics, you know, if they're just writing dumb lyrics, that doesn't inspire. But
or in the musical rides, you know, or solos or whatever you want to call them. You call them rides, but you know, and
did they call them rides back in your day?
Oh yeah.
They're just solos now, I guess.
Solos, yeah, same thing. You know,
I've never heard it called rides though. I'll start using that as daily verbatim.
Yeah, you know, take a ride.
Take a ride.
Oh yeah, you know, it's like good guy, Miss Molly. Oh yeah, that's amazing because I'm right. The lingo for as times go on. You know, it's definitely. Man, I played in so many bands, so many things, and soul music, and It amazes me.
It's taken me a long time to play slow music. I couldn't do it before. I was too young. I wanted everything faster, and I couldn't do it.
Well, actually, what I said was soul music.
Oh, I thought you
all
said
the
slow.
stuff.
Sorry.
You know, it's like years ahead. I mean, it's playing the stuff in '68 and '69 and '70.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and stuff like that. Big. I mean, union musician. Played all through Kansas City, Columbia, Missouri. You know,
You've
Manhattan,
seen some things.
Kansas. What's that?
We've seen some things.
Yeah, he got some pictures and things. It was just, I mean, it was, you know, it's everything. You know, hey, the thing is, John Mellencamp, hey, life goes on.
You don't have to be complicated to work.
You know, I tuned the piano for one of his shows up in Castle Farms. You know, he's like, it was, wow, yeah, this guy, you know.
Nice.
Did a lot of tunings up there at Castle Farms. Saw lots of groups.
Did you used to drive up there all the time, or did you just they fly you in, or what?
No, I you know, I went up there and tuned the pianos.
Oh yeah.
For the concerts.
Oh, so you had to take your work van and everything, huh?
Well, I drove a car.
Oh, okay.
A little Ford Fiesta. All I need is a toolbox.
That's it, huh?
Right, they had the pianos.
Oh,
right. Yeah.
Not your problem.
Right. Yeah, no, and it was just unbelievable.
That's cool.
You know, to like just festival stuff. I got some photos too of all that kind of stuff. I mean, smoked a doobie with the Doobie Brothers there, on 2 different concerts. You know, I mean, it's
win-win.
you know, I mean, it's like backstage, you know, and I'm treated as just like a member of the entourage, all the food and everything that I want. Mm-hmm. You know, and I got a job to do there, and I have a time and set up and all that. But you know, it's stage pass and yeah, you know, it was. I mean, it's so many concerts for so many people there. You know,
It's always cool at a concert. The vibe, the people. Well, not every concert, but most concerts.
You ever hear of the Smothers Brothers?
I've heard of the Smuckers Brothers.
Smothers Brothers.
Not the jelly ones, I take it.
No. I just know they had a TV show. They're pretty famous guys. You know, rode up elevator with one time when I took a piano up to north of the bridge. You know, making a. You know, I mean, I've rented pianos and taken pianos for so many concerts for so many people, or just provided the tuning services. Mm-hmm. Either way, you know.
Did you have to tune them a couple of times that day to make sure they were tuned for like their concert, or you just tune it once and it's done?
Once.
It's not like a guitar at all.
Well, just you know, it's such a. Even with guitars, look, you know, I mean, that guitar hasn't been tuned. I mean, it's like, you know, I mean.
The Gibson there?
I didn't even tune this one today, you know, thinking that sounds good enough for me, man.
Right.
Home from work this evening, was a note in the frying pan. It said, fix your own supper, babe, run off with the Fuller Brush, man.
You gotta watch out for them Fuller Brush, man.
I miss the way she used to yell at me, the way she used to cuss and moan. Where go out and get married again? Well, I never leave my wife at home. John Prine tune.
I like John Prine.
Well, I sat there at the table, screamed and I hollered and cried, and I commenced to carrying on. I had to get a little John Prine on my mind. And I miss the way she used to yell at me, the way she used to cuss and moan. And this is just the way I do the song, you know. But you know, the thing is, I saw like Jimmy Buffett, and I played so many Jimmy. But I did a Jimmy Buffett program at the top of Crystal Mountain.
Did you ever do Volcano?
Probably. You know,
I love that song.
I like that's a great tune too. You know,
Cheeseburger in Paradise is my second favorite. I think it is.
You know, and I might even be able to play that one too. You know, but I did a 2-hour Jimmy Buffett program there. I mean, usually I knew so many Jimmy Buffett songs and stuff. If you don't play things, it's all up there somewhere. You know, but you know, you still remember certain things. You know, it's.
Right. It's not gone yet.
Yeah.
It's just sleeping. Rouse it.
Okay.
Go with it.
Let me see the man about the plumbing for a second here. And
Hey,
yeah.
what's up, Eads?
Try to amend my carnivorous habits.
Carnivorous habits.
Same thing. Warm beer and bread.
Hey, what's up?
Table reads a did it remind me of the menu. The holiday ends.
Hey, singing. Hey, what's up?
Table reads a did it remind me of the menu. The holiday ends.
Hey, singing. He's having a ball.
I get what I need. I have bananas or bananas or broccoli, but a big and it used to call me. Something like that. You know?
Something like that.
I played this stuff in years, you know?
It's crazy what comes back to you after years of playing, huh?
It doesn't take long.
No.
Cheeseburger in paradise.
He gets it.
Heaven on earth with an onion slice. Not too particular, not too precise. I'm just a cheeseburger in paradise.
I think you still got it, Mr. Leonard.
I like mine with medicine mayor. High 57 fresh potato.
Nice.
Big kosher pickle and a cold batch of beer. Well, good God, which way do I steer from?
Keep between the buoys, right?
It's like, this is the fun part too. You know, the thing is, if you're playing anywhere and somebody asks you, you did as much as I did, man, you're a hero. Yeah.
Right?
You know, it's just like, he was a DJ, but he was an artist in recording. Did a recording studio. Made all kinds of advertisement recordings for WCCW way back. You know, in the late '70s. You know, long time. Doug Dunn was his name. So and so he's
Duck Gun?
What's that?
Duck Gun?
Douglas Dunn.
Oh, okay.
Doug Dunn. You know, and so he just gave me a couple of records. I remember going up to Northport one time and heard a song on the radio. Seldom heard, you know. They didn't get much Jimmy Buffett stuff on the radio, and I think it was like, let's see. No, not that one. You know, it was for like Memorial Day or what? You know, what's another holiday?
Veterans Day, Memorial Day, Labor Day.
Labor Day, yeah, Labor Day, Labor Day week, try to Labor Day weekend show.
It's being elusive tonight.
Well, no, I mean, it's trying to sort it, you know, it's like, okay, Labor Day. Labor Day weekend, I've got my champagne puppies on. I guess I never was meant for glitter rock and roll. And go honey, I didn't know that I'd be missing. Come Monday, that's it. Come Monday now. Come Monday, feel like a Monday. We poured only days through a brown alley haze. Well, anyway, I heard that song, and so wow, you know, but then my friend, you know, he had DJ records, and he said, "Oh, you like this?" And he gave me some records on Jimmy Buffett, and oh gosh, you know,
Played them out, didn't you?
oh yeah, you know, and I everything, you know, I mean, it's just a phenomenal songwriter. I mean, he's written books and plays. I mean, the guy is one of the most unbelievable, talented people in
Have
the
you been to his restaurant?
What's that?
He's got a restaurant, too.
Well, yeah, you know, and
He really figured out business quick, though. And
yeah, you know, and so, but anyway, you know, and people got, you know, things called a parrot head club. Actually, have a parrot there, and
Nice.
a little small baby little parrot, and I could sit on the guitar, you know. And so anyway, yeah, I learned a lot of his stuff and forgot a lot of his stuff, you know. Now, you know, I mean, or, you know, it comes back if you work and want to play it, you know.
Sure.
could still feel the eyes look around. Monsieur, we the casino. He spoke to the cabbie and smiled. Driver replied, "Vous no go." As he motioned the dark man inside. Business in Aruba concluded. We now had a little money to spend. That's how I came to know my African friend.
I picked up one of them when I went camping last year. Yeah, I shared a tent site with one down at Arbutus. You know, they got a double site down there closer to the lake. Well, I shared a whole week down there with my African friend. Dude, he still calls me every so often. Talk for like an hour or 2 hours. Oh, it was a good time.
We were rolling the bones several hours, conversing as most gamblers do. We were calling on all of our powers, hoping to see the night through, not approving at all of our winnings. Pit boss, he tugged at his sleeve. Through the whole thing, my new friend was grinning. As he motioned, it's time we should leave. Our night at the tables concluded. We were ready just to do it again. That's how I came to know my African friend. Well, I woke up on the steps of a whorehouse. Soldier told me I'd better leave. As I struggled to find me a taxi, I found a note pinned at my sleeve. It was a pleasure and a hell of an evening. Truly our night to win, but the authorities insist on my leaving. Goodbye, my American friend. Night at Aruba concluded. We were ready just to do it again. That's how I came to know my African friend. That's how I came to know another good friend.
I like that one.
You've never heard that one before, huh?
Wow.
Jimmy Buffett, yeah. And I do it, you know, like, I look at Jimmy Buffett books. I got books and music books.
Yeah, I got a lot of music books too.
Everything like that, you know. Most of the stuff I learned by ear, you know, just listening to the record.
How do you keep them all straight throughout all the time? Like, all the chord changes, you just played it so often before that you just memorize them?
I just memorize them, and, you know, but it's like, there's just rules. I mean, it's just the way, I mean, you get in certain keys, and you just, I mean, things.
And you know what flows. Yeah, I get that.
I wonder the same thing, you know. I mean, sometimes, how come, you know, I can, the same things, like, you just have your spots, you know, my splits and pairs, you know. You just, that's an A7. I wonder if that's A. Okay, 1, 4. And so you're just playing parts of chords. Do, 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 do. And that's a D chord. See, I've never broken them down quite like this before, so it might take me.
That's fun.
Okay, what is that? So that's got to be a
That's what I did that first song he was showing me. I took that apart and I reassembled it elsewhere.
Well, but it's simple because there's like, it's a scale. And I just come back down on this.
You feel like doing a cover of Yesterday?
Oh yeah, I could do that. Yeah. Do, 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 do.
Yeah, I like that you showed me that. I've been working on it. It's woodshedded.
And I mean, and there's so many things, and it's like for really, it's just like it's the same as. All right, so like okay. That's an E. I think it's an E.
Creative streak, I like it.
Now I'm going to jump up a string. And so I play on those, and when you start doing this stuff, it's just gonna light, you're just gonna love it. It'll just light up your creativity, and so using pairs, and there's other things in like that that did a lot of with sixth. And, been a long time for that.
That's
Stuff like that. Oh yeah, I mean I've got part of that. I mean, 10 minutes or more of just straight instrumental music. Stuff like that.
You gotta have filler stuff because you have extra time on stage sometimes. You gotta do something.
But this is quite a long. I mean, to go through all of it, it's quite a long instrumental piece, and did the same thing on piano. So I've got instrumental things, but and some the song. I think we all came to Patrick's Place to share in memories. That's a song thing with words and all that. And when like, oh yeah.
Yeah, I like that one. I like that chord that you showed me. I use that all the time now. That little 9th chord, 7th chord.
Well, this is a diminished chord on the top strings, and moved inside, it's a 9th chord. The same fingering. See what I'm saying? So it's called. With the diminished chord, every string that you're playing there, the name of every string that you're playing is the name of that chord. So it's got 4 different names for diminished chords. So in this case, it's like
that'd be an E. E. What?
Yep, an E and
E A sharp.
F sharp or B flat. Yeah, but
Yeah, it gets dicey, but yeah, I get it. That's how I figured out how to do that various.
Right, the inside ninth.
Yeah.
Right. And the other thing is the strum. Okay, and it's like in the up picks and the down picks and that sort of thing. So it's not. And it's like a little finger and a little finger, you know.
Mm-hmm.
It's interesting that the two. And you could probably get it, you know, same thing farther up the neck, but so it's like the upstrokes and the pickings, you know, that it's just that certain feel. It's not just the chords; they all work, but some of them just get you just a little more than others. Other ways, you know, for all kinds of playing, you know, it's like no two people are quite exactly the same, but we play, you know, it's. And I never play them the same way every single time either. Do you want a glass of wine? I forgot about all that, you know.
Sure, I'll take one.
I can do that. You know, I really don't hardly ever play the same song the same way exactly 2 times in a row. I'm not a robot. I don't want to, you know, it's like, so I mean, I play it one time and say, hey man, I did that pretty good, you know, maybe I can remember to do it like that again. You know?
Right.
And maybe not, you know, it's like, okay.
This guitar still plays like a dream, Mr. Leonard.
had to go to the basement and fetch.
Ooh, thanks, sir.
Hold on just a second. I want to see how clear this is. This is fairly new wine, but I think it should be okay. Not too bad. It's a little fuzzy.
Is that one not your clearest batch? That's it. I'm docking your points.
It's really fresh, you know. And,
I gotta give it crap.
but it should taste okay.
Mm-hmm. Sure does.
I gotta make some more. I got stuff in various bottles and things like that. It's really such a treat to listen to that guitar being played on this side. I'm not kidding you, you know. It's like, here's something that just popped in my mind. Let's see what it sounds like. You always put this on the floor, but when you put the thing on the floor, it's much better if the floor is like a hard floor, you know, not a fuzzy carpet or something like that, you know. And so the amplifier, you know, because the floor becomes a sounding board, you know, for the instrument or for the amplifier or anything, you know, and so when you put in, so I haven't quite tried
You guys got to see this guitar. This thing's pretty.
on this table.
It's so good.
Oh, nice. That works good. You can hear the pickup from the... Okay, so now you don't have to play so hard.
Oh, that's what it was.
Not really, I'm serious. I mean, look, you know, I don't want to tell anybody how to play, but only as you know, like, I don't want to be a critic. You know, it's not how good somebody is, but how they deliver what they're doing. You know, and so sometimes the dynamics of what's really make it for all kinds of music, you know, and it's not easy to be conscious and aware of that all the time when what sound men do with their boards, you know, but when a musician can do it, it's even better. And so if you want something to really stand out, you know, with what you're playing, then you do that, but when you start singing, the music should like be an undercurrent, you know, with the words and things that you have to say most of the time. You know, I mean, there's certainly variations for everything. But if you got words to a song, then I think it's important that the words stand out, at least recognizable.
Right.
You
And
know?
it helps to have a catchy hook. You start with your first intro line, hey, you know, because that's what I judge a lot of songs based on. What's your first intro line? Like if the guy walks in and his first line is, I don't know what happened yesterday. I don't care what happened to you yesterday. Like, come on. Left a good job in the city, working for the man.
Every night and day,
Oh,
but I
change it.
never lost. Till I hits the ride on a riverboat queen. Big wheels keep on beating flat, keep. Want me to show you the chords?
No, it was C when I was doing it last.
I played it in any key ever wanted.
You want to hear it? I want to hear you play this Gibson. This Gibson's too nice to just sit here and play.
All right, let's see if I can even remember the song. See if it's still in.
All right.
Wow. You know, that thing was modeled after this guitar, but you know what? This is still the one.
That's the one. Huh?
left a good job in the city, working for the man every night and day. But I never lost a minute of sleeping, worried about the way things might have been. Big wheels keep on turning, it's new and proud, proud. We keep on burning, and we're rolling, rolling, rolling on the river. Clean a lot of place and is that right?
Yeah.
Pump a lot of pain down in New Orleans, but I never saw the good side of the city till I hitched a ride on the riverboat queen. Big wheels keep on burning, well, there we keep on turning, and we're rolling, rolling on the river. If you come down to the river, bet you're gonna find some people who live. You don't have to worry, cause you got no money. People on the river are happy to give. Big wheels keep on turning, proud and merry keep on burning, and we're rolling, rolling, rolling on the river, rolling. Rolling, rolling on the river.
Yes.
This thing rings, though.
It does, doesn't it? It plays nice as a dream. What about a 50s song, Mr. Leonard?
50s song.
Yeah.
Man.
Pulling the memory. We just did the 60s.
So like, but some of these songs even go before the 50s. Some, a lot of them are around a lot longer than you ever realize.
Mm-hmm. Like Canon and D, which shows up in modern rock music all over the place.
Yeah.
Yeah. There's that pesky note.
Oh, here's those 50s. See if I can take it out of this. Do it okay. You ain't nothing but a hound dog, crying all alone. Ain't nothing but a hound dog, crying all the time. Ain't caught a rabbit, you ain't no friend of mine. You said you was high class, but that was a lie. You said you was high class, but that was a lie. You ain't never caught a rabbit, you ain't no friend of mine. High class, but that was a lie. You said you was high class. Alright, said that was a lie. different fingerings. I got the record in there too. You know, it's the thing. It's like playing it at the nursing home. So you know, hound dog. Well, okay, you know, bounce and. You ain't nothing but a hound dog, crying all the time. You ain't nothing but a hound dog, crying all the time. Yeah, you ain't never caught a rabbit, you ain't no friend of mine. You said you was high class. That was a lie.
That we find out.
Said you was high class. That was a lie. You ain't never caught a rabbit. You want to hear that record? You ain't no friend of mine.
No.
I mean, it's right.
Not tonight. I appreciate it.
Yeah, I mean, it's like, you know, in 60 seconds that thing is playing.
I know. You live for your records. He's got... This dude's pretty cool. That's all I know.
50s, you know. I mean,
50s was fun.
I don't think of, you know, the
60s
years,
was revolution.
you know. But yeah, you know, even the stuff I'm doing is like, I just play that because I do this a cappella. Let us pause in life's pleasures and count its many tears, while we all sup sorrow with the poor. There's a song that will linger forever in our ears. Oh, hard times come again no more. 'Tis a song, the sigh of the weary. Hard times come again no more. Many days you have lingered around my cabin door. Oh, hard times come again no more. While we seek mirth and beauty and music light and gay, there are frail forms fainting at the door. Though their voices are silent, their pleading looks will say, oh, oh, hard times come again no more. 'Tis a song, the sigh of the weary. Hard times come again no more. Many days you have lingered around my cabin door. Oh, hard times come again no more. You know, sometimes you got to cough, you know, right in the middle of things.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Frogs.
There's a pale dripping maiden